What's up, family? Man, I want to have a heart-to-heart with you guys today. Man, I want to talk about lusting and temptations. First and foremost, we have to understand that you can't be tempted by something that you're not interested in. I'm going to say it again. In order for you to be tempted, you have to first be interested in what you're tempted by. If you're not interested in it, you won't be tempted by it. You got to catch this. You got to understand this. You can't be tempted by somebody that you're not attracted to when it comes to having sex. Okay? If you find that person not appealing, you find that person, you know what I mean? They can't do anything to tempt you. I don't care what they do. You can't be tempted by something that you're not attracted to. You can't be tempted by something that you don't want. And again, it don't matter what they do. You're not tempted by something you don't want. You're only tempted by something that's appealing to you. You're only tempted by something that you really want. So the question is, what is it about this thing or this person that attracts you to them? What is it about this? Let's say it's a person, or is it alcohol? What is it about this person or this alcohol that draws you to them? What is it about this thing that makes you crave after it? That really makes you want it? Regardless of you possibly getting in trouble for doing it, and none of that stuff matters. You could have a relationship, you could be in a quote unquote marriage and be attracted to somebody else, want somebody else, and be tempted by somebody else, even though you're quote unquote committed to somebody else. Stay with me, we're going somewhere. The question is, why? Why are you attracted to them? Why do you want that thing? Even though you know that, man, if I do this, it might jeopardize what I have. But for whatever reason, I'm so attracted to it. I'm lusting after it so bad. I'm not even thinking about it jeopardizing what I have. I'm not even thinking about it jeopardizing my freedom. I'm not thinking about it jeopardizing my job, my family, because I gotta have this. I want it that bad. So, why do you want it? What is it about that thing that's appealing to you? What is it about that thing that has you addicted to it or attracted to it? What is it about that thing that is a emotional connection to you? In order for you to lust after something, you have to be on the same frequency of that thing. There has to be a connection. So what is that connection? Between you and that person. Between you and porn. Between you and that bottle. You and those blunts. What is it about those things you can't stop. You can't stop desiring. And the trip is, we become a prisoner to that object. We become a prisoner, a slave to that thing. There's so many people that smoke weed and they're addicted to it. They're a slave to the blunt. Some of you are a slave to porn. Some of you are a slave to the bottle. You're a slave to pills. Why did you give up your freedom for that? We're talking about lusting and being tempted. I've never really been addicted to anything other than sex. I could drink alcohol, smoke my share of weed. I ain't smoked weed in forever, but when I did smoke weed, I started smoking weed in the 7th grade, 6th, 7th grade. I never got addicted to any of that stuff. And I would throw bottles of alcohol. I have a high tolerance for alcohol. Never got addicted to it. What is it that makes you want that stuff so bad? There's a reason you're addicted. There's a reason you're lusting after that thing. There's a reason why you're tempted by that person. See, for me, sex, I needed sex because I was hurt. I was damaged. What I'm saying? Because as a 6-year-old boy, I was molested twice by guys. I now use sex subconsciously, not even aware of it. Subconsciously, I'm having sex with all these girls and women trying to prove that I wasn't gay. And so many times, I don't even want to have sex, but I gotta have it. I didn't care what they looked like. It was a means to an end. So many women and guys, they would look at me as like, man, Elijah, you're a hoe. And the truth is, it wasn't that I was a hoe. I was damaged. I needed sex to prove my manhood. And so the more sex I had, the more sex I had to have. So now one woman won't do it for me. One woman couldn't satisfy me when I was twisted in my mind, twisted up, you know what I mean? Now I had to have 2 women at the same time. 3 women, got up to having 4 women at the same time. Because my tolerance had increased. Just like when you smoke a blunt. Just like when you drink alcohol. Just like when you pop pills. Your tolerance increases, so it takes more of that stuff to satisfy you. Same thing with sex. I had to come to an understanding of my why I was having so much sex with so many different people. And a lot of the women, I didn't even know their name. I didn't even care about their name. It wasn't important to me. Because I was damaged and I needed sex to calm the demon, if you will, within me. I needed sex to make me feel like I was okay. I needed sex to make me feel like I was validated. I was wanted. I needed sex to make me feel normal. To make me feel like I was okay. Question. Why would you risk your beautiful family? Why would you risk your career? Why would you risk your freedom for this thing, for this person? So many of us, if the truth be told, we've risked and lost relationships because we saw a nice piece of ass. So many of us, if the truth be told, we lost out on a great thing, a great person, because we fucked around, because we cheated, or we were trying to, and we got caught up in some bullshit. We knew when we did it that it was wrong. We knew when we did it the potential outcome. But that didn't stop us because we wanted it that bad. And so many of us have to grow up and learn self-control. See, a lot of us, we don't have self-control. So you can't go a day without being on your phone because you're addicted. You can't go a day or 3 days without being on social media because you're addicted. You don't have control over your life in that realm. You get around beautiful women and you're like, oh my God, look at that ass, look at them titties and ooh, and she got some nice legs and that smile and her eyes and all. We about to lose our motherfucking mind over a piece of ass. We about to sacrifice everything we've done to get to where we're at in life for a piece of ass. Because the truth is, we don't have any control. We don't have any self-control when it comes to that. I could walk by. I'm at the beach all the time. And there's so many beautiful women, hardly anything on. I'm able to look at all those beautiful women and say, okay, I see you. And not lust after them. I can see all these beautiful women and not desire to be with near one of them. All shades. Why? Because the physical body don't really do anything like that for me anymore. Because in the past, when I saw that, man, we was fucking. In the past, when I saw that, we was about to do some shit. But I didn't have any self-control then. And now I have self-control because of the lessons I've had to learn. So many of you, you get a little money in your pocket and you don't know how to save it. You get a little money in your pocket and you got to go blow it. You got to get your bag, another fucking bag. You got 15 fucking bags. You got 30 pairs of fucking shoes, but you got to get another pair. You don't even really want it, but you got to go get it. So many of us, we're addicted to fucking Amazon and eBay and just being on the phone and just being able to order some shit and have it delivered to us. Because we don't have self-control. At what point will you grow up emotionally, intellectually, and regain your self-control? At what point will you sit there and understand how you lost self-control? And because you don't have self-control, you're tempted by all this stuff. Because you don't have self-control, you're lusting after all this stuff. So what does that stuff do for you? How does that stuff satisfy you? In order for you to heal and let that stuff go, you got to understand the how. You got to understand the why. You got to understand the what. Man, can you regain your self-control? Yeah, you can. But you have to put in the work. You have to be willing to put in the work. It's like being an alcoholic. Can you get off alcohol? Can you get off of drugs? Yeah, you can. But you have to be willing to put in the work. You got to be willing as you get tempted, like, nah, I can't, I ain't. And shift your attention to something else. But that takes self-control. And that's why most people don't overcome what they're addicted to. That's why most people don't overcome what they're lusting after, what they're tempted by, because they never learned self-control. And the lack of self-control manifests in so many different areas of our lives. Here's the trick. You can have self-control when it comes to money and not have self-control when it comes to sex. You can have self-control when it comes to your body in regards to, I'm gonna eat right, I'm gonna exercise, I'm in great shape, but not have self-control when it comes to sex. Not have self-control when it comes to buying stuff. So you may have self-control in one area of your life and be completely missing self-control in other areas of your life. And so here's the trick. If you have it in one area of your life, you can have it in every area of your life, if you're willing to put in the work. Lust, man. Addictions, powerful things. Affect so many of us. Because we don't have self-control. And so many of us, if the truth be told, we don't have self-control over our mouth, over our tongue. So many of us, we don't have self-control over our emotions. Somebody say something and boom, we go from 0 to 120 in 2.3 seconds. You know what I mean? We ready to slap the dog shit off somebody. We ready to jump down somebody's fucking throat. Just like that. Because you don't have any self-control. What areas of your life are you lacking self-control? Is it eating or overeating? Is it your indulgence of alcohol? Is it weed? Are you popping pills? Is it porn? Is it your phone and social media? Is it clothes, bags? What area are you missing self-control? Is it over your finances? Is it over your anger, your insecurities, your feelings? Man, we have to grow up and we have to take back control over our life. Man, it's possible. It's doable if you're willing to put in the work. If you're interested in a coaching session with me, don't hesitate to reach out to me. It's spiritual drill instructor. Spiritual drill instructor. The information is in the description. And we get you set up for some coaching, some mentoring, if that's what you feel like you need, so that you can regain your self-control. I love you guys. I thank you for rocking out with me. Happy healing. Peace.